recording. Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody? I hope you're all doing good. I hope you're all doing good. We are going to start another world building video. Yes, this soon after the last. Uh, yeah, I'm just doing this just to have fun, basically. Essentially. So, yeah. Let's see here. No, we're not going to do that. We are going to go into here. We're going to go to pictures. We're going to go all the way down. I want to show you guys examples of Shingtai's architecture. Photos. This is one example. Buildings can be towers like wizard towers with a slightly Asian/Arabic aesthetic to it. As you can see, the roofs here come in like this and curve up like that. Just as this roof curves up like curves up in a sort of curved arc like this, much like these ones over here and over here, and then the sides kind of go up at an angle. The edges of the side, the edges from this direction that we're facing right now, basically come up like this. This is a little port where the window sits inside. Not all corners of these roofs have windows. This one has a window. That one has a window. That's about it. This right here is far more I guess would be Mexican. I've seen these domed roofs like these on Mexican buildings too. I'm not sure if it's a common theme throughout Mexican and Arabic buildings, but this was directly inspired by by the way I perceived what I perceived to be a I think a common trend in Arabic and Mexican buildings. Shintai is basically a hodgepodge of my favorite cultures in the world. Everything from Japanese to ancient Aztec to ancient Roman, Arabic. Yeah, I already said Arabic. Sorry, I'm repeating myself now. As well as the other cultures like Did I say Japanese? Japanese, Chinese, particularly, and Korean as well. Particularly, it takes from the cultures. It takes from our Chinese, Japanese. The culture is quite backwards for Japanese culture because one thing it does opposite from the Japanese culture in Shingtai's culture is that Shingtai's culture tends to prefer a rather far more direct approach to addressing people. So, in so while the Japanese prefer to be more indirect, the Shingtai's people in the Shingtai's culture, it is considered respectful to be very direct. In fact, the sheer directness of their culture is essentially the interesting part about Shingtai's culture. In Godun, in Godun, in Godun, while in Godun, while pronouns, while pronouns and while pronouns and what's the word? Pronouns like he, she, they, them, it, you, those are preferred. While those are preferred, while those are preferred to some extent, the Shinistani's individual will always prefer being addressed by with their name over simple pronouns. So, for example, saying "Hey, you" would be considered. Haha, did I get it? I did not. The fly got away today. But I will kill it one day, and it will be a glorious death. Damn fly. They keep getting inside my computer somehow. Don't ask me how, I don't know. Somehow a bug got in my computer here, and now it was flying around inside my computer. Now it's just sitting there in the bottom right corner of my computer screen. It's sitting there in the bottom right corner of my computer screen, drawing a shadow on my computer screen, and it is really annoying. It's just sitting there in the corner of my screen, dead. I'm gonna have to take this TV monitor in to be cleaned someday, because it is not cleaning itself, obviously. But yeah, and yeah, these are examples of Shinistani's architecture. As you can see, this hut here has two angled roof bits coming off the east and west ends. The west and east ends of the building, left to right, west to east. And it's kind of like a gentle curve on the roof. So yeah, that's the thing. So take that as you will. That's an example of Shinistani's architecture. Also, oh, that was not what I want. That was not what I wanted to do. Open with photos. The red here is actually tree. That's the foliage of the tree, the leaves. That's the leaves growing off of this part of the tower. Yes, Shinistani's architecture does involve genetically engineered homes. So genetically engineered homes such as this tree, such as this genetically modified tree with the sort of branch coming off this tower, a branch with a tower on it with another branch with leaves coming off of it. The grass on Shintai, the grass on the world of Shintai, the plant life on Shintai is primarily red, as you can see. So the red plant life. This is, and then this blue area here is essentially, in the red in that blue area, is essentially a crop field. It's particularly a what's called a sweet rice. It's what's particularly called a sweet rice paddy, and they grow sweet rice in their homeland. And I haven't finished coloring this, but it's on a mountainous region of Shintai, so there's going to be red on these mountains as well, where the grass and foliage is growing, and red in the distance. But for the most part, it's basically just mountains. This here, in the example of, it's not what I want. This here, with photos. Here's another example of Shinistani's architecture. As you can see, this roof has one curved roof here, one curved roof there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roof corners, and a 6th roof corner symmetrically on the other side. And yeah, this is standard Shinistani architecture. This is also an example of standard Shinistani's architecture. 1 minute. I'm getting a call. I'll be right back. So yeah, alright, I'm back. But yeah, these are both examples of Shinistani's architecture. This is supposed to be a map that I started. Believe it or not, despite the size of these continents, this world is despite the size of these continents are actually very, very, very large. This planet is literally 10 times the size of Earth. So, this square here is not a proper representation of the planet. So, yeah. And yeah, this is an example of Shinitani's architecture. This is a tower. This is an antenna. This is an antenna. This is an antenna. Or this is an antenna. I guess it would be a antenna or an antenna. I think an antenna makes more sense because it's a vowel before the a, so it would be an. But yeah, this an antenna, and it's essentially this antenna allows the house to sort of send signals up to satellites in orbit. But it also acts as a lightning rod that absorbs electrical current from lightning storms and uses it to power the power cells of the house. So basically what you see here is a multi-purpose antenna. And yeah. And yes, the trim of the roofs is actually gilded in gold. Same with the antenna itself, it's gilded in gold. So that's the thing. And yeah. And then there's that, which is just a planar dimension of one of the Ryudric lords of the Pantheon. We'll talk about that later. Let's see here. So, yeah, that's just some examples. These are old examples of writing. These are old examples of writing that the Shinto people would have used, but I decided not to use these and instead opt more or less for see here. Oh, I didn't save that, did I? Did I save that? I didn't, did I? Why are they all Dolly Mini? I don't understand. Why are they all saved as that? I don't understand. Okay. Yeah, apparently I lost the data. That's unfortunate. So I'm going to go ahead and trash that. Trash that. Trash that. Trash that. Trash that. Trash that. I was using Dolly Mini up there. All the pictures from Dolly Mini. Those are all pictures I was using for inspiration for my world building project. So, yeah, I'll have to get rid of some of those particularly. Some more options. Nah, save that for later. Later inspiration is fine. Let's see. Data OS operating system is almost full. 126 gigabyte of 457 gigabyte. Okay, I need to get rid of a bunch of these pictures. So I shall do that. Delete. Nope. Delete. Brr. Delete. Brr, 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 brr. No, let's see here. There you go. Delete those. Keep those. Those are flag ideas. Delete these. Delete these. And don't know why that debug data is there. So yeah, let's see. Downloads. Go through all the downloads and delete all of them because my computer's totally junked up. Forgive me for my lack of preparation. I was not prepared for all this. Delete. Yes. Oh. Skip. I hope I didn't delete that file I needed. That would be unfortunate. You don't know how desktop configuration settings got stuck in my downloads, but who knows? Alrighty, we are going to Google. We are going to go to X that out over here. So I just wanted to give you guys a little lore dump on the architecture of Shintai. Shintai is one of the nations of not Shintai, Shinistan, not Shintai, Shinistan. Shinistan is one of the nations of Shintai. Shintai is 10 times the size of Earth, so it's obviously going to be a massive planet. But yeah, as you can see here, there are the Eurozen. They have the ability to shapeshift into zoanthropes at will, and thus can be anthropomorphic fox, lion, hyena, or any other anthro-species. Their species is decided by genetics. If a child has parents of two different species, then the child will be a hybrid. Certain animal features such as such as tails, ears, and or horns may be present in human form. The Norshuka, we already covered them in the last video. Norshuka, the elves, I actually listed them off what they're here as now. Nguavai, elf, like, Keltong, the Keltong are dwarf like. Gravai elf-like. Homanin, elf-like Homanins. Keltong, dwarf-like. Oh, Homanin. And then Shuka dwarf-like, both orc-like build. Orc-like, both dwarf-like build. Elf-like, both dwarven build. And dwarf-like, both elf-like build. And then orc. Or rook. Or rook. Or rook. Like or rook like or rook like or rook like but 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 tall and tall and
Put a glob of toothpaste in your toothbrush and let.
would you shut up? Jesus Christ. I don't know how that song got put onto my Google Home schedule, but it is really annoying. I'm not going to listen to that song. Oh my god, that annoys me. Mom probably put it on there to annoy me too, so I would brush my teeth when the time comes. Oh well, I'm not brushing them yet. I will brush them after I'm done with this video. Tall. Muscular. Muscular. But slender. Humans. Homanin. Homanins. Orc-like but tall, muscular but slender. Homanins. Elf-like homanins. Homanins. Elf-like homanins with short elf-like hominins. Short elf-like hominins with slim, muscular but slender hominins. Orc-like but tall and muscular. Orc-like, tall and muscular but slender hominins. And then Ningguavai are short elf-like hominins with slim, muscular physique and short elf-like hominins with slim muscular physique and muscular physique and let's see here. Slim muscular physique and primate tails. Primate tails. Lion like primate tails. Primate tails. Lion like primate tails. And skin that can be reds, that can be skin that can be water color, reds, blues, greens, blues, greens, colors, watercolor reds, blues, greens, and yellows. Yellows. Blues, greens, and yellows. Yellows. What? Water color purple and watercolor purples and grays are considered bad Omen. Said about almonds. However, peel guavae of these colors grays are considered purples and grays are considered bad omens. However, guavae of these colors tend to be tend to be of a friendlier disposition down there more than they're more aggressive than they're more aggressive or inch blues edge blues greens or yellows then they're more aggressive and they're more aggressive red counter and more aggressive red aggressive red aggressive red fellow more aggressive red fellow guavae before like Homanin and before like hominins with tall 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 average With an average height of 8 feet of these of like hominins with slim muscular physique and lion-like primate tails and skin that can be watercolor reds, blues, greens, or yellows. Watercolor purples and grays are considered bad omens. Are considered bad omens. These colors tend to be of a friendlier disposition than their more aggressive red fellow Ningguabai. Then they're more hot-headed red fellow Ningguabai. Pastel watercolor brown Ningguabai, watercolor brown Ningguabai, watercolor brown Ningguabai, watercolor brown Ningguabai are the most common while while watercolor orange Ningguabai is a rare recessive trait. It's a rare recessive trait. And some muscular physique lying like primate tails. ears are the most elf like of all Homanin races. Of all Homanin races, they have two two inch 2 inch 2 inch wide ears that ears that 2 inch wide, long, 2 inch wide, 2 inch wide, 1 foot long, 1 foot long ears, 1 foot long ears that end in a rounded in a rounded have large 1 foot. They have large 1 foot long ears that end in a rounded tip. A small rounded tip. That end in a small rounded tip. Tip at and cute angle from and 3 inch angle from their head their head from the side from the side of their head. Their ears are angled slightly upward. Upward. Angled slightly upward. Upward. Word. Toward the upper rear of their head. Upper rear of their head. Upper rear of their head. Alright, am I still streaming? Yeah, I'm still streaming. Jesus, I've been quiet. I am so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. Jesus, I got really quiet there. Jesus, oh my god. Oh, maybe I'll be more talkative like next time. I'm so sorry. I get really into the zone when I work on my projects, and this is just an example of that. Hopefully my typing spoke for you guys, because I got really quiet there. I am so fucking sorry. Oh my Jesus. One more, I'll be right back. I gotta lock my trailer door. That way no one can sneak in on me and hopefully not break into my home. Why is... No! Why is my window... Why is my window... Oh, my window is open to let the hot air out. Hey, I remember why I opened my window now. My house got hot. Now I'm going to lower my blinds. Because open blinds to the dark of night is super sketch. I don't like. Lock my door. My door is locked. Light on, so I can see clearly in my house. That way I know for sure no one is sneaking up on me. And then, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. I gotta go check my laundry. know. Good to know. Oh, I'm back. Sorry. I was distracted. Um, So they have dwarf-like. They're dwarf-like hominins with long gorilla-like ears. Their hair, they have hair on much of their body, and their faces are distinctly gorilla-like. I had to hammer that out because that's kind of an important feature of their anatomy. Hindongo, dwarf-like, but with an elf-like build. Large, pointy ears. Large, pointy baboon-like ears. Hair on much of their body. 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 And baboon like baboon like baboon like baboon like reproductive anatomy reproductive anatomy baboon-like reproductive anatomy dwarf-like but with an elf-like build, large pointy baboon-like ears, hair on much of their body, and baboon-like reproductive anatomy. So basically, the hominin are more based off primates and apes, specifically. Except for the Eurozen. The Eurozen are basically lycanthropes. They're basically people who have who have something called genetic lycanthropy. Genetic lycanthropy is lycanthropy that runs in the bloodline. So yeah, this race has genetic lycanthropy, which means each bloodline amongst their race has has some species, or even one or even more than one, has one species, or in some cases more than one species that runs in that runs in their in their bloodline. They have the ability to shapeshift into zoanthropes at will, and thus can be anthropomorphic. This can be a can be thus can be an thus can be and thus can be an anthropomorphic fox, lion, hyena, or any other anthro-species. Their species is decided by their genetics. If a child has parents of two different species, if it okay their species okay hyena anthro-species. Their species decided by their genetics. If a child has parents of two different species, then the child will be a hybrid. Certain animal features such as tails, ears, and or horns may be present in human form. So yeah, these are these these are basically this is basically less of a beast race and more like werewolves that can transform at will. See here, Ajut, Oruk, jagged point, short, jagged, pointy ears, dwarf-like but with elf-like build, large, pointy, baboon-like ears, hair on much of their body. See here, Ninguavi, with an average height of 8 feet, these elf-like hominins have slim, muscular physique and lion-like primate tails. Have um have have some muscular physique, lion-like primate tails, and skin that can be watercolor reds, blues, greens, or yellows. Watercolor purples and grays are considered bad omens. However, Niguavi of these colors tend to be a friendlier disposition than their more hot-headed red fellow Niguavi. Watercolor brown Niguavi are the most common, while watercolor orange Niguavi are a rare recessive trait. Their ears are the most elf-like of all hominin races. Of all hominin races, they have large, 1 foot long 1 foot long ears that end in a small tip at a 3-inch acute angle outward from their head. Alright, it's time for me to take my meds. Alarm literally went off like moments ago. Shut this down. Coming, Mom. Yes, ma'am. You are correct. Mom, you are correct. I got my medicine out earlier to take it, and
You got it out earlier to take it?
empty.
That should show up. Why do you think I knew I had to come out here?
I got it out at like 8:01.
Oh, 8:01? Like, yeah.
I was finishing a sentence on my computer.
Pick up your earbuds before you strike them.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yep. They're on the floor. Don't want that to happen.
That's why I told you to pick them up.
Thank you. I did my dishes last night. You see?
What are you doing? I just moved that.
Sorry. I was being unsuccessful, so I apologize. Alrighty. I gotta go, guys. I will see you in the next video. Uno momento while I get my things sorted for the evening, then I'll shut down the video. What?
Are you creating something?
YouTube video. Recording, yes. I'm YouTubing.
Turn it off.
I can't. I have to actually go into OBS Studio and stop the recording. I'll upload it tomorrow. I was gonna get uploading tonight so that it would be ready tomorrow, but guess I'll just upload it tomorrow since I have to get off now. Yeah. Alrighty. I will see you guys tomorrow. Let me shut this down. I've expanded on these races extensively, which is good. I'll have to expand on on possible skin colors amongst these races later on. These are just the races I came up with. You guys are free to come up with your own races within the canon, whatever canon you come up with. I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, stay awesome, stay warm, and I'll see you later. Bye.